Welcome to Nevermind The Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind The Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermore. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is made possible with the generous support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and basically anyone else you need to help make your dreams come true as a small-time creator. It also serves as a wonderful yellow pages for those of us who remember what those are, so that you can shop small, shop smart, shop as smart. Shop the Independent Creator Directory, where you can find the authors for stuff that you haven't read, music for stuff you haven't heard. Help make your day a bit better. And you can join the ranks for as little as $40. Yes, $40 for a one-time lifetime fee to have a curated, controlled, and safe place where you can post what you're doing and where you're going to be as a vendor, as a creator, and have access to the community calendar, the backdoor social media network, which, like most of Indiana, is under some level of construction right now. And because it's me, guys, and because it's a very, very Friday, I'm going to give you Podcast 1, which will give you half off. So since I have saved you $20, please remember to use this link so that I get a kickback too. It's only fair, right? It's only fair. And of course, I'm getting ping-a-ding-dings. Let's see, who is ping-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding? Me? No. What is so important that I need to be ping-a-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding now? Okay. Actually, someone important. Okay. I'm going to pass that message on to the people who need it. Thank you. Hopefully that will be quiet. And you know what? If I actually turn my thing off, it will not interfere with my show again, theoretically. Although I've had cell phones that are turned off fully ring and interfere with my show. The heavy breathing and Enochian was not necessary. Anyhow, how y'all doing? It's Happy Friday. I have some plans in the works, and these plans are all homebound getting some stuff done because of the person of low moral order who stole mine and my wife's debit card number and decided to go on a minor snack spending spree with it, hoping we wouldn't notice, not realizing that we are far too poor not to notice that. Meeting, while that was straightened, we are dealing in the wonderful world without debit cards, so we have to deal with cash. Which isn't too bad, except our bank is primarily in the lovely area of Michigan City in LaPorte County, some 100 miles away. That's okay. We will deal with that another time. But it does mean that we are going to be homebodies this weekend as a rule. And that means I can get on some stuff. I would like to get some of this background changed, although I need this box for a video I want to shoot. I have something coming in for that video, and I need things much like this for said video that I want to shoot. PSA style, it's good. It's going to be for my Nick Knows Nerf series for the new Nerfers. I have plans. In other words, a huge shout out to Don Dulas, who has been actually reading my book and has been making some mild comments. I still haven't gotten to the really good chapter 20 moments yet, but they are barreling quickly, because it's one thing to point a gun at somebody's dog. It is another to point a whole bunch of guns at Miss Crimson's dog. That's probably not the best thing in the world, and I'm sure delightful things will be said because she is delightful like that. Now, in other news, I have next week is RPG night, if my universe is calculating right, which means I have to do some extra prep. I'm sure Alec is frothing at the mouth to have a shot at his beloved garb, which may or may not occur. We shall see. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts and minds of the DM. I'm also basically doing that thing where I am in full duck mode. Now, those of you who do not know what duck mode is this. Nick looks like he's just happily bopping along, singing a song, just floating on the top of the surface, incredibly chill. There's nothing going on. And yet, if you look under the surface, you will see my little web feet are just kicking. I'm getting some stuff done to get some stuff done, and it is glorious. I am impeded by the fact that the air has enough pollen in it to be crunchy, but as long as I can get at some stuff before it gets too late in the day, I might be able to get some of my outside plans, because, golf courses do not build themselves, friends, contrary to my, psionic efforts. So, what's up? I got my sticky notes organized. I am slowly recalibrating on that. I'm working on my study. I am working on Hates and Hellfire. And real soon I'll be reaching out to do stuff for Big Stompy Robots for my usual playtest crowd. Which means I have to make a very ugly expanded Big Stompy Robots document to go with the flowchart that was made in 2020. And then I got interrupted with this little project called Hybrids of Sons of Gods. So I have a crud load of things that need formatted and published and fixed and published. And I have to get off my incredibly sexy derriere to make that happen. Okay. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm here because we are past summer solstice, which means, my friends, my loves, we are barreling towards the joy of autumn. It's like, Nick, summer just officially started. Yes. And the nights are going to get longer. And I am going to feel more balanced as we head towards the proper seasons, being that wonderful part where, yes, it is warm during the day and cold at night. I like this. This is good. It's warm enough that I will be very soon immersing myself in water up to about here and then refusing to leave somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where. Good Lord, I'm not going to let you guys try to hunt me down. I know you better than that. Y'all are sneaky. But for all my shenanigans, weirdness, as my assorted beverages come online and I feel blood sugar slowly ticking through the remains of my body, I say, it's the weekend, brothers and sisters. My fellow creatives, this is that time of the year where we get to delight in the preparation of what my dear nephew calls Pyro Christmas. This is the time of year where we get to craft and write and make and motivate ourselves towards ascension. This is not the time for laxitude. Granted, a healthy amount of laxitude is necessary. No, this is where we're going to say, let's kick the tires and light the fires. And I am absolutely ready for it. For that surge of motivation, aggravation, and elevation. And that's what I think we can generate today. So instead of me prattling on more about this, although I can, Lord knows I'm capable of prattling, I am watching my comment meter tick over like a speedometer. And we are in a Tockert's natural state, acceleration. We're small people, so that we can fit in cars that go very quickly and motorcycles that go very quickly and on skis that go very quickly. We have this thing, a little bit of gnomish speed craziness, if you will. So what I'm going to do, instead of my usual shenanigans, I will remind you that we are made possible by the simple sword, the fighting axe, and the simple spear, all buried under stuff right now. My ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals that I forgot to mention, as well as Haints and Hellfire. The first one is out. Dawn liked it. Freaking Daphne Lage liked it. Y'all don't understand. Okay. I've been a fan of Daphne Lage since the 90s. Same way I've been a fan of Apvillian since the 90s. I am like the king of the lurkers. All right. I have that Kosh energy. I have always been here. Yes. Impudent. But she liked my book. And you should too. Haints and Hellfire, dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. And yes, to folks, I am aware that Haints and Hellfire 2 does not have nearly as much Aloysius content as people previously wanted. I have been informed that certain viewers want more applications of a certain black cat. We shall see if the story allows. Okay? No promises. But there's a whole lot of wolf dog action. So for you who like the quadrupedal furry folks, there's good stuff being had. So don't give me that. But before we get into the shenanigans, I am planning, and like I said, I admit I'm a little out of it. We are going to run an ad, and then we are going to get right back into the goodies that made us so popular, being your comments. So see you in about a minute and a half. So, I'm interesting. I'm bizarre. I'm awash in the chaos that is my life. But you guys are far more fascinating than any of the shenanigans I usually produce. So let's see what you guys are up to. And my comment dump says, alrighty. I love, if you think the comments are weird, friends, seeing them scroll by and randomly catching them non-sequitur is extra, extra weird. So give me just one moment. Whew. I've been cleaning and working. It's kicking up dust. First through the door is our beloved Trelena Bachman. Good morning, all. Hey, Trey. I'm glad to see you are in your Haruhi era. This is a good thing. This is a good, mellow place for Trey to be. I'm waiting for you to get to your Yuko era so I can laugh and watch your metaphysical wrath be quietly unleashed upon the unsuspecting folks around you. Because I see you sitting there with the little karmic abacus going tick, 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 ting. And yes, she's the only person I know who has a karmic abacus that actually prints out a receipt at the end. Don't ask me how it does it. And speaking of individuals with an interesting karma, we're also joined by Alex Creation. Morning, Trey. Hey, Alec. Hope you're having a good one. Garb isn't. Anyway, hey, we got greetings. We got doing great, ready for the weekend rolling. Let Trey, my love, my dear. And I say this wholeheartedly, knowing the terror that Joe holds over me as he lurks in the background. I'm all about rolling this weekend. Let's go. Yeah. I try to get the expressions that man throws at me sometimes. And my screenshots are too slow to process it. Dang it. How have you been? I assume she's talking to Alec, and that's amazing. I'm glad things are going good. I'm doing okay, doing stuff around the house as my mom heads down to Indianapolis with my younger sister. Enjoy the break. I managed to knock things out pretty quick this week. So I get an easy day at work. Woohoo! You deserve it. And that's great. And I made self-portrait video. Yes, that now everyone can watch without a link. Over 500 views on this short already. See, this is what I want to see, y'all. It's real simple. I have an agenda. And this is, true confession. You know what? Hold on. Just come here for a second. All right. Now, I want you to understand that I do, in fact, have an agenda. I've been accused of this, and this is a good time for me to admit. I do have an agenda. I have a set of behind-the-scenes nefarious scheming that I work and strive for. It is a dark, twisted, vile little thing of absolute villainy where I have this idea that I want to see all of you do better than me. My goal is to have people who I know get elevated through whatever means necessary so much and so well and so high that my presence is rendered basically obsolete. I want you all to become so famous and wealthy and busy that you forget about your furry little pal Grover over here. And I will do a great many things to make that happen. Because you guys deserve to be in the spotlight and elevated and in a place where you are making your dreams come true. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. But no, I don't. That was between me and you guys. So just back up a bit. There we go. Now, what we're gonna keep saying is where we are. There we are. That's awesome. As we agree. And Carl Witzman is here. Kat Sputin, how are you? Good morning, Trey and Alec. Hey, Trey, Alec, Witzman, dude. Accountability, back to work on the DB Cooper story. Exquisite. I'm a big fan of DB Cooper. Uh, Almost as much as DB Tuber. I might like DB Tuber better, even though he got caught. Because the audacity it takes to escape from a bank heist by leisurely floating down the river in a tube is something that I aspire to that level of pettiness. I mean, friends, that man, that took what they would call cojones in certain circles. And speaking of certain circles, from the depths of the darkest forests of Illinois, our own gothic heroine herself, Sarah has risen. And congratulations, Sarah. You made it through the shortest night of the year. I know that is so hard for you. You know, holding the line, knowing that at the end of that long, hideous day with evil orb and sky, blessed, comfortable darkness will enshroud us all. But be patient. It's coming anyway, which is why we have to get off this material plane as quickly as possible. Hi, Carl, says Donna. Hi, Carl, and Donna, says Alec. We'll put it that way. And Donna did come in reading everyone. And we got greetings, and we got greetings, and we have more greetings, and we have a morning greeting, and we have a say, hey, Sarah, and we have a scroll wheel that's going backwards for no viable reason. Alec! Sarah! It echoes, and Whitman greetings, and Thesis is in the house. How are you now that you've gotten some time behind that sword? I hope you're enjoying it. I would never say you have more equipment, do more training. Never! Never! That would be manipulative. And Dawn says, morning. Here comes the dawn. Shooby dooby. I got to get her babies moved over. Good news, little BB sighting. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Breaking news. This, our man on the spot, Mr. Carl Witzman, is saying good news, little BB sighting this morning. She sniffed at the soft food in the calf trap. Bad news. She's smart. Hey, Thesis and Dawn. Morning, Blade, Dawn, and Trey. Hey, Thesis and Dawn. Thesis, there's a new virtual Muncie at Walmart lot. Morning, Thesis. And so far, the little cat has resisted my cat sputum powers. How do you feel being thwarted? Do you feel your dominance as the Dark Lord of the region is being questioned by the audacity of a cat? And look down for a few minutes, and everyone came in, says Trelena, and morning, Carl, Donna, Sarah, Thesis, and the black heart of Sarah beats for us all. And Carl says, I am really needing the green room tonight. Well, Dawn's here, and she is the green room. We flock, LOL, cheap. Well, you may flock, but I am cheap, so I appreciate that. No, LOL. Glad BB is doing well, even if she's being sassy. Well, she's a cat. That's what happens. Hey, Dawn. Morning, Dawn. We got greetings. She is sassy. Meowed at me when I went out there as she kept her distance. Little scamp. And can y'all give me a random color palette? Don't matter what it is, just need some inspiration by color. Well, then my first thought is Miami Vice. Okay, like the neons and pastels. Yes. That or the colors in the Jazz logo, the little blurry white and bluish 90s thing. Have fun with that, kiddo. Foxy. Hey, all, and Nick will say, greetings. Greens, Fox, purple. Now all the colors you guys were throwing up make sense. You see, when I hear green and purple in a comment going back and forth, all I can hear is a whole bunch of Drazi yelling at Lieutenant Commander Ivanova. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, go watch Babylon 5. Minor rant here, but the answer to which is better, Star Wars or Star Trek, is Babylon 5 and black. Okay, greens, purples, and blacks. I can work with that. And oh, gall. Look at the colors on the album Fallen album from Evanescence. There's even a makeup palette based on that one that came out a while back. That CD on repeat is the only reason I was able to make it through my last semester of college. To the point where in certain circles, Amy Lee is referred to as Nick's other wife, because that was like on repeat all the time. It's the only way I could crank out 2 20-page papers every week with 5-page papers every day at high levels of sociology. I actually got through the end of that. I got through my graduation, and I had the most horrifying experience of my life. Friends, it was transcendental. It was true cosmic horror. What happened was, by the time I reached the end of getting my bachelor's degree, and I was sitting there, oh, God, just in shock, I realized something that never happened to me. I was out of BS. I looked down the seemingly endless well of BS from which I have drawn my whole life and found it was dry. It shook me to my core. There is a bottom. That's okay. I'm usually top. Moving on. Seems like a good time to run a commercial.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on indiecd.org.
Now that I'm thinking in terms of conventions and volatile explosives, let's keep on trucking. Let's see. Yes. Sorry, a moment. Someone tried to give me flack that Amy Lee put on some weight and, is older now. Y'all youth worshiping, skinny chasing morons need to leave some people alone. All right? There aren't many times I'll get spicy. And lately, people keep going after those I hold in high respect and regard. Not least among that is this whole shenanigan of people stepping up to Dolly Parton. They will get stepped down. I'm only laughing at those stepping up to Eminem because he doesn't need anybody to handle his light work. He's got it. But really, trying to give flack to Amy Lee? Y'all. Zenny.com. Okay. I believe it's Zenny Optical. Look it up on Google. Lets you buy glasses for like $7. Okay. I say this because you're obviously blind. Anybody throwing that kind of, oh, well, she got. Don't point that stuff over here. Keep on walking. Going on. If you get the shading right, greens and purples look good together. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble again because I know for a fact how good of greens and purple look together. I am quite accidentally and yet somehow just a touch proudly responsible for Trelita finding a delightful eyeshadow palette. Anyway, I'm just glad someone here knew what you were looking for, Alec. I had no idea. They do, Foxy. I love myself a purple and green combination. And Trey, I love green and purple together, especially when they're darker tones. The darker saturated tones, yes. Y'all have got that Slytherin energy, and I am going to let you know I'm kind of here for it. You know what I mean? And we've got accountability. Work on the things I've started and haven't yet finished before starting something else. That's glorious, and I'm impressed with anyone who can do that because Lord knows I cannot. Accountability. Anxiety played a mean trick on me yesterday, so hoping it left today. You ever need an ear, you should be able to reach out and poke me. You know what I mean? Boy, I don't know if Joe's laughing about that thought or laughing about whatever he saw, but he was amused by something. Accountability. Getting through the day, had bad heartburn last night, now my chest hurts. Okay, if you can stand it, the aloe vera drink with the weird chunks in it will really help if drunk over time. Little sips. You want to keep your throat coated in that, which makes sense because aloe is what you use to treat burns. Heartburn is just acid burns on your throat, stomach, and that esophagus area. Trust me, it helps. I'm not a doctor. This is just personal experimentation. Please consult a medical advisor. Poor Dawn. Will you want to talk about it in the green room? And Dawn, me too. No bueno. Anxiety is a bee like that. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. It hits me too, guys. Trust me. It hits me too. But this isn't about me. This is about you. So I can keep doing it. 2-minute warning. That's what you think. I'm only I'm so late. Hold on, comment dump. And it did not go well yesterday starting the morning. Well, see, this is why I need to be wealthy enough to just heinously adopt and abduct and abduct a bunch of my people. Where did that comment go? Okay, there we go. And yes, I honestly think seeing the inside of the house just brought back a flood of memories. It will do that. It can do that, Dawn. I can see that. Makes perfect sense. Sorry about the thought. The heartburn Foxy, not the fartburn Foxy. Anyway. Okay, that house. Okay, making a note. And growing up, there were 5 of us girls in the neighborhood, and that was pretty much the central location we hung out for years. I am too, Carl. It rarely happens when I am on my left side. I have a tendency to vague book quite a bit without opening up about things in the chat, so I've noticed. Yes, you do. You do maintain a healthy level of mysteriousness, but we're here to support you at whatever level you feel comfortable with. And my accountability is going back to normal after my long, rambling philosophical post on Facebook yesterday. Good thesis. That seems it helps to get it out. And the black heart of Sarah beats for us all. And good morning to everyone in the chat this morning. Yes, our mighty Joe Bachman watches us all waiting. Okay. Per the comment, I am not going to read it out loud, but all I can say is let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Okay, my throat is not up to properly singing that, so I won't. And I just clicked it. So I didn't read it out loud. I didn't click it because I fumbled. It's time to say, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, folks. It's about that time, too. And it sounds like we could all use the time together. Whew. Hey, babe, are you out there? Nope. Okay. We may need to get some cookies and biscuits because there's tea going to be spilled. Accountability. Can't do any work currently due to my boss having to use my Citrix account so that he can get his work done. Oh my gosh, friends, I am dyslexic, and I tend to look at the first and last letters of a word and guesstimate the middle when I am reading very quickly. So I read that as a a piece of female anatomy for just a moment. And wow, hold on, just hold on. Do I even? I don't. Okay. Note to self: I need to make a new green room logo because the green room logo, not the green room, crossed over. Oh, and oh darn Joe. Oof, Joe. At least we know he's trustworthy. Enjoy the downtime. If there's one thing I know Joe enjoys, it's getting down. Get down. Bachman Boogie. Because I know he's listening, but he can't respond to the show because he's on a call. Accountability, being Zen and a counselor, my toleration is much higher than most people. I've been told I have to be told when someone crosses a line. Sometimes we all are that way. Before we get into that part, I have to. I've been accused, and honestly, I've been guilty of such as well. However, I've also found that the velvet rope has no slack. So I tend to err the other side. If you manage to get on the other side of something like that, we tend to be done. And part of it is because I suffer from a type of memory condition. I don't talk a lot about where I forget things. My long-term memory doesn't work right. My mid-range memory doesn't work right. My short-term memory is weird, but really. So what my mind will do is I will have a major conflict with someone, and then it will just erase everything about the majority of that conflict, or kind of back it up in the deep files where it's a little hard to restrict, and just red flag them with the 7-letter word that ends in whole. And it's like I don't remember who they are. A lot of times I don't even remember their name. I just remember they did wrong by me. And in my universe, that's a very, very black place to be. All I have access to is Site Manager anyway. He still has to log in to Site Manager under his account. And Carl, man, I'm afraid if I open up, it will come out like a big wave, so I will restrain. But yeah, it's been quite time. Sounds like for a few of us. Oh boy. And Trey, Mike is stuck in server heck. It keeps reconnecting him to server 71, which isn't playing nice. Nick, my furry little cryptid friendo. Are you aware that you set tonight's for like 1 a.m. my time? Been waiting for you to start the stream since then. What happened is every so often I go and I set up a stream, and StreamYard, which loves me, decides that I do not want to start the stream when I tell it to. No. It tells me that I want to start the stream on the day I pick, but an hour or so after I create it. So let's say it's Wednesday, I'm making my Friday stream, and I'm doing it at 12:30 at night, which sounds terrible, but there are a lot of things I do after Xander and Manda have gone to bed, so I am not having to pay attention. It's part of the whole parental package, and I will get that fixed. Joe informed me, but thank you. And I am skipping over this furry little cryptid friendo thing. You're lucky that even came up. Hey, Joe. As soon as I logged into my account, it went to server 70. And Foxy, oh no. And I'm going to send you, Thesis, I'm going to send you a DM in a minute. Dear Lord. Hey, Joe. Oh, what did I do? Hello! And we're joined by Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean, Grant Lankard, sorry. Joe's DMs only hurt for a second. Wow. Hey, Grant. And apparently, Thesis is show for Tomorrow night show I have it set for 6 my time just in case, but hopefully party and such will be done by then. Well, I hope so. Hey, Grant, and greetings, LOL. Well, Oh, and my accountability says, I've been working on color scheme palette that y'all gave me colors for, and then some patriotic pieces that I will be at local 4th of July festival as a vendor. Hi, Blade, Foxy said. Now, I probably will never work 4th of July festivals because that is a very cautious time for my family. I have a lot of people and animals who are very reactive to loud noises, both here and abroad. So I kind of have to handle the 4th of July carefully. So greetings from Grant and greetings to Grant. And knowing my town, they love my patriotic pieces. They do. It is a very patriotic town. Yay, Alec. Cool. Yay. Hey, Grant. Thesis, you didn't do anything. Just sending you an offer. Oh! Okay. I have sipped the tea on this particular situation. He's giving him an offer he can't refuse. It was clarified and adjusted by the committee. Now he can choose to accept this outrage, or he can swat the olive branch from my dear brother, Mr. Joe, Big Joe Buckman. If you know, you know. I'm not saying that he has connections with the construction industry. I'm just saying you don't want to end up a void in a overpass not to be found, So, anybody does wrong by Joe, they say hi to Jimmy Hoffa. But they have one of those vacations the billionaires like, They get to go swimming with all the fishes. You see? Joe?
I will neither confirm nor deny that I know where Hoffa is at.
My point exactly. I'm sorry. My voice always gets scruff when I try to speak soprano. Anyway. Thesis always did something. It's just a matter of what. Or whom. Hey, Don. John Wick taught me you don't hurt the dog. And heck yeah, RPG night. Oh, that dog. That dog is her pet. Big mistake. Hashtag save Garb from peril. I just love that peril is becoming an entity in my mind. Just like I am going to have to make a mid-boss grade entity named Peril. And I live for this. Also, I want to put a huge public thank you to a man by the name of John Hudson. He recommended an anime called Gate, which involves the Japanese Defense Force in having an isekai go through a portal situation. And while it is, very, very speaking of the Japanese, and it does, the Americans are kind of dubious when they're mentioned in it. Somehow, at the same time, it is so violently American. And there's just something beautiful. I don't want to give spoilers, but the way you deal with dragons is an RPG, and I'm not talking the games. Also, Hates and Hellfire fans will see a scene in there that I saw after I wrote it, but I'm like, ooh. Wagner is a good choice. Wagner is a good choice for that situation. You were not wrong, Grant. And yes, I'm sorry. Seeing Vietnam-era military technologies dispensed aggressively at, supernatural forces will always delight me. I'm sorry. Happy Friday! Wrong about what? I don't know what you're wrong. Is Nick yelling at Amanda? I hope that new couch is comfy. 1, it is comfy. 2, I have to breathe on a machine, and it isn't worth wheeling it out there. And 3, dear sirs, of course Amanda is not up here. She is doing things downstairs where she cannot hear me. And hey, Cindy, how are you doing? That's CKOEPP.com. .com. Heart of Sacrifice is back with the editor. Ooh, Cindy waves. We got great greetings, and people love that new ad. What's this new ad? A new ad? A new ad for, wait, there's a new ad for Cindy Koepp? Oh no, what could it possibly be? And let's see. I have to deal with this comment bump before I get back to where I was. Get back, JoJo. Get back to where I once. Good Lord Almighty. I know nobody wants to follow my Kickstarter because it's got 69 followers, but please do. bit.ly/Beowulf Trade. Well, and I am no longer properly supervised, and that was terrifying. But guys, support Grant Lankard. Next up, we'll be figuring out what I want for the cover of Heart of Sacrifice as it relates to the book without implying the wrong genre. That'll be challenging. Nobody wants to mess that up, Grant. But Grant, it's the magic number. It certainly is. Nice. And thanks from Cindy to Donna, Carleen, and Brian Rodman's campaign sat on that number for days. Nick's got me getting pumped for the day. Yes! Get out there and get it. Take it. Own it. Make it your... Well, we've got to change that subject real quick. I don't know what's going on, but apparently Trey has the day wearing pigtails. Suitable arrangement. We'll be back soon for getting the rest of it read into the computer so that I can start revising the thing. Turn your head, Alec. Two of my books disappeared from the Zon. They're both books that were Kindle only. They're out of print and only ebooks now. Getting close to my great egress to Orlando for ICMAC. You're going to do great. I have absolute faith. And Cindy, remember. Hold on. We're your biggest fans. I might have to start doing my pills in 2 rather than just 1. Almost choked myself. God. Wait. I have to keep from not green rooming myself. It's going to be hard. I heard someone pronounce Appalachian like Appalachian, and my brain hurt. Say you're a Flatlander without saying you're a Flatlander. There is a little town up in the mountains called Escanaba, Oregon. It has a big sign. Escanaba. Flatlanders go home. Yeah. I understand the mentality of mountain peoples. No one is reading my books because I moved from using Google Docs to WordPad on my desktop. My beta readers are a bit annoyed at me. A bit? Trey, we have a couple towns in Utah that people always mispronounce, but it's fun to watch them try. Now, some of it's hard because you can have the exact same spelling and it is pronounced radically different by the location. So you have the Willamette River and the Wilmette River. Willamette and Wilmette. Willamette is out west. Wilmette is in Chicago, and you do not want to mix these up. And morning, friends. Hello again, friends. Hello, Kelly. I hope you are doing well. Honestly, I hope you're doing very well. I've had to not comment on a comment I made that was a little colorful, but it's just a delightful story. I do hope you're doing well. How is your foot healing, by the way, dear? One of those beautiful things about indie publishing is have your books never go out of print. Amazon, get your stuff together. Thesis apparently didn't want carrots, only sharp sticks. Make it. And yeah, Thesis is a devout swordsman. Of course he only wants sharp sticks. Find books on swords, robots, and hellfire. Amazon.com/store/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. That's me. Please go to my store. Please buy my books. And anytime I hear hellfire, I am bothered by this. How did Disney not turn us all into villains? I say this because if you look at almost every Disney movie that's been out in, I don't know, almost going back ever, the villain songs are almost always the best. I mean, A Whole New World is beautiful and all. That's great. But Poor Unfortunate Souls is so much better. And, come on. Princess and the Frog, great little cartoon, delightful story. I love Tiana. She's one of my favorites. But I got friends on the other side. Come on, people. All I ask you from the bottom of my heart is be prepared. Now, try Tool. Tool? I have no idea what that reference is, so I'm keeping trucking. And you can get my artwork on deviantart.com. Yes, I posted something that I realized was slightly confusing. Data storage isn't too much of a problem. I have I got a deal on some terabyte hard drives. I was just trying to find a way to download everything from my DA that didn't make me have to do a couple thousand downloads. And I mean, I will always accept storage, but I should be good. And hey, Kelly, just for fun, that's the theory. That publisher, though, has their own printing press. So rather than use a POD system, they printed their own, and now they've taken these books out of print. Oh, well, I would check, because that technically would be a violation of some of the contracts. And if they're doing that, I'd check your contracts. Just bump those titles as now for the first time available on Lulu or one of the other sites like that. Hi. I've asked for some print copies so I can sell them at cons, and the files are corrupted. I think the Zon is corrupted. That's what it is. Hey, Kelly. 12? Oh, okay. Because there are a couple ways that could be pronounced. Honestly, my brain went Thule because it's funny. Hurricane and Moab are usually the ones I hear mispronounced, but understand those. But how can you mispronounce Moab? Mother of all bombs! That's how we pronounce it. It goes with the identifying pronoun boom. And I think it's time to run an ad after that horrible joke.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And ouch, Cindy. Yeah, that's the issue with traditional publishers, and we are all feeling Cindy's pain. And we've got greetings for Don and Foxy. And Carl Wisman. And you know what? I haven't run some. Well, I'm still moving some of my ads around, guys, and I am really way behind. So I'm gonna have to barrel through. But please support Kelly Carlisle's books. The newest one that's coming to mind is where Werewolves of London. Just read her books. They're amazing. Hey, Kelly. And tune into Nevermind The Furthermore at 9 a.m. Friday. And we got greetings. And catch up with me on this channel. And yeah, Nick, no, bad. Go read the writing. I'm not forgetting you. Sorry, you're stuck with me. Ha ha. I said it was a goal. No one achieves all their goals. And you don't count your family. Family stuck with me. Wow. Indie CD stats. Year to date, 379 visitors with 1776 page views. Verse 348. And, well, growth is slow, but we are ahead of last year this time. We will get that out there. It just is going to take time. And check out the Historical Fencing Guild at 7 p.m. tonight. Yes, I will have that fixed later. And just remember to change to live chat. So hi to all I didn't see. Ugh, I know the pain. Down so slow and steady gives you a chance to evolve the site to make it perfect. And check out patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild to help Nick support others' efforts to learn how to be safely dangerous. I cannot wait to hear the complaints about what I do with DB Cooper, but oh yeah, DB Cooper was hilarious. Yes, it was. Nice Indie CD, Joe. A big thank you to everyone who promotes the site. You are the folks helping drive the growth, and I hope that it is translating to sales for folks. I'll admit, I usually make about $20 online, and I make 30 some odd from my patrons. That is what I make. Usually. And speaking of safely dangerous, the Mutant Distressal Seminar went well. More details another time. Out of break. Hey, you take care, Cindy. I look forward to it. I'm very proud of you. Hey, Donna, and see you later, Cindy. And what was that length of the blinding ball in the sky? That's probably why it was one heck of a day from the very beginning. Yes, for those of us who are more nocturnally inclined, it is. The fact that everything is being done organically to grow the site is heartwarming. It really is. And check out CKOEPP.com for cool books and dragons, or patreon.com/CKOEPP for nifty stories appearing before the publication. Y'all have fun now, you hear? Bye, Cindy. Have a good weekend, Cindy. And when I hear green and purple, the Barney song goes through my head. Oh, God, Barney. Sarah, we don't talk about that dinosaur. Rawful. He's from our imagination. My imagination is a very different place. I'm still stuck in the 90s, methinks. No, you just have elements of the 90s. Keep around young people, you'll stay relatively young. But what can I say? I am... yeah. I had a thought, and it just fell out. I think the place where I was thinking got replaced by Lamb Chop, and this is the song that doesn't end. Anyway, I never watched the show, so I can't get the flashbacks. Thesis says, Nick, I've been trained with the Hanjin for almost a week, and if I have any complaints, it's a little too short and too light. I have plans for adding weight eventually. Well, I would say before adding weight to that, I would save that because you are in the business of training people, and it would be far better for you to save up and get a heavier trainer for your needs than seriously alter a very good lightweight beginner trainer. My imagination has scarier things, but not by much. LOL. Did you notice that Barney is this? Yes. This old man, he played knick-knack on his thumb. Not till now. Dang it, Sarah! Sarah. Right, it's Trippy. You're welcome. Gets out the shiny duct tape. Yes, duct tape. Silence is golden, but duct tape is silver. Please remember that duct tape is a magical alchemical item that turns no into which is a horrible joke, but that's okay because duct tape is like the Force. It's got a light side, a dark side, and holds the universe together. Moving on. LOL Carl sings the Munzie song to get Barney out. Right, Trey? Yep, I'll have to find a way to combine the... Oh, God. That's so delightfully evil, Sarah. I've got to scan the plan with Carl and Don on July 3rd. What's the word? It's absurd. I was singing the Munzie song in my head last night when I was having trouble breathing. Sometimes you have to. Amy Lee's way has fluctuated, always fluctuated nicely. Doesn't change her raw talent. Doesn't change her talent. Doesn't make her any less hot. When she's in a slender mode, hot. When she's thicker, hot. You just know. Just know. Amy Lee's gorgeous. And Obi, I forgot about the third and made a lunch day. Beep, beep, beepity, beep, 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 beep. Oh, Foxy, hope it helped. Your lunch should be over by 7 p.m., Dawn. It did some, but distract from the awful taste that comes with that type of reflux. I am the little peppermint, they're pink lozenges. You get them at like Menards. They've got real peppermint oil. They will help. Obviously, take your medicine, drink water slowly, small sips to help push it down. It just happens. After me teaching painting today, I have sudden motivation. Excellent. Not Slytherin. Have no ambition, says Trey. Definitely a Hufflepuff, though. I am usually declared Hufflepuff by choice. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Amy Lee and Christina Scabia together make my, and I'm probably mispronounced her name, I mean no disrespect, make my heart skip a beat, and other parts of my, well, good for you, let's keep it. Remember, we do have a minor. Never seen any of the movies nor read the books, but I've taken many online quizzes, told that I've been every house. Yeah, they kind of work that way. My problem is I can read the quizzes and tell where they're usually going to put me unless they're really randomized. I'd probably be Hufflepuff down as a team, maybe a Ravenclaw. Oh, I test Ravenclaw because, again, I can make the test say whatever I want, which is the most Ravenclaw possible answer. But I'm Hufflepuff by choice. Anxiety, feeling everything. Depression, don't feel anything. Combine the two and come with me and you'll see a world of emotional dysregulation. Yes, friends. I am right there with you, darling. Yes, very much so. Feeling everything and nothing at once. Which is tragic. I'm sorry, for some reason, my comments are doing that thing where they freeze up. Probably because there's a major comment dump hitting. Good Lord. Okay. Wait. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here we are. Yeah, it's not letting me. There we go. Although every time I read Feeling Everything and Nothing at Once, which is familiar to me, it makes me feel like that's a late 70s, early 80s kind of soft rock hit. And hearts out because Alec knows, and that's no fun at all, and correct. And we're here for all you guys who are having trouble. I still have the CD, Let the Body Hit the Floor. Hey, Drowning Pool has its place. I've dealt with that off and on forever, it seems. Taste the biscuit. Taste the glory of the biscuit and the honey sauce. And Trey says, my meds help a lot with that, fortunately. You're not the only one. And yeah, it's a B while attempting to get everything important done at the same time. Yeah, I may have been dealing with some severe executive dysfunction lately. But it happens, and that's all you can do is get through it. I'm honing in on the right mix, slowly but surely. That's what happens. My meds generally keep me in track. Check. I just ran into a big unknown trigger. Honestly think I'm feeling better today as I move around and get a bit more motivated. Sometimes you have to do that. And a kid I know wanted a shark watercolor painting. I know his hyperfixations. I'm be nice and get him a shark. He helped me throughout my program yesterday and asked a lot of questions, continued. He wanted to learn. Awesome! And hugs are offered all around. I hope you feel better, Dawn. All the good thoughts and hugs your way. I hate being on mobile and trying to see comments when typing. I know the pain. Happens with this kind of chat. No worries. And Trey, I stare at my meds every morning, wondering why I ought to take them. But then I remember, oh yeah, I feel like crud. And meds make it possible to be employed, while other meds, I'm learning how much of a nightmare it is. Still vague booking, but trying not to take up chat with the Yucko. You do whatever you need for support. We're here to help you guys. When my formal diagnosis of the problem, when I get my formal diagnosis of the problem I've been dealing with, I'm hoping to get more leading help than misleading. I understand, and I'm here for you, kiddo. I can relate, Alec. I'm on 9, so I can hear you. Much love, ginormous hugs. Is that like the mob making an offer? Yes. Heck, Alec, your patriotic piece is made into the local paper. I'm not counting my pills. Nope. And I'm on quite a few daily meds, Sarah, combined with morning and night. Takes a few needed and once a week shot. Yeah. Have fun with RPG night. Woot! And it's time for Joe to hop quite some time ago. Need to head to lunch and learn. Got set up today and need to run and get a few bottles of water before I head there. You're a good man, Joseph Bachman. Made the paper because I walked up to the person who I know who does the paper, took the chance. He took a picture of my drawing and I gave him my name. Yes! Yes, that's how it's done. Hashtag always promote. See you later. Alec, looking forward to hugging you in person. Bye, Joe. Okay, I will. 8 in the morning and 7 at night at the moment. Okay, and I had the same reaction too. I'm making an offer. Just went full Godfather for a minute. Alec, that's how you get it done. Have fun, Joe. Rockstar Alec. Yeah, a lot throughout the day. Eventual goals to taper down. Sometimes you have to. Same here. And good job, Alec. Occasionally stepping away to do work stuff. Contractors being shady. In unrelated news, Amazon has given me links to rechargeable cattle prods. Shady contractor, isn't that normal? Might be a new ad for me coming weeks too. Summer solstice started yesterday, so I might go out and fill the summer ad. And cool. Yay, Alec. Great job. And yeah, I'm sorry you're on so much in your teams. That's rough. I hope they're helping until you get an official diagnosis. Here for you. And rock on, Blade. Plus, I'm working on a secret project for my channel. Just need to know distortion or no distortion. That depends on the musical workings. And I like this idea of seasonal ads, each one with a new place that shows off that season's attributes. I still don't have my spear finished, so I will have to go with the other one. Or you could finish your spear. No, half listening mode engaged. I didn't think we got married, Dawn. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have one of those fans on my wall. 'Tis pretty. I was watching Kronk's new groove. Just a heads up that my FB account is deactivated indefinitely for those I've talked to in DMs. It's not on my cell phone either anymore. I don't want anyone wondering why they can't. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. And trust in me, just in me, pet the hair. Yes. I still maintain that Whole New World is about something I can't discuss with minors in the chat. Kronk's theme song is the best theme song of the Himbos. Yes, we love Kronk. Wow, Sarah. Or I did. I might still love him. Haven't seen the first movie since it was huge. You still love him. Yes. It's Tuella? Okay, cool. Thank you. All squeaky. Everyone at Big Lots heard the only part of my squeaky voice by accident. Maybe that. No. Oh, what was that? Squeaker. Squeakum? Squeakum? Squeakus? Squeak. Squeakum? Squeakity. Anyway, thanks, Carl. Oh my gosh. I just got something morbid, but not sure appropriate. Oh my gosh. Yes, there he was. Okay, hysterical something. Story about that something I did at a job I had. I'll explain later. Random thought. My nails are so sparkly. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I need to redo my nails. Thumb, index finger, and pinky are black, and middle two are dark blood red. I am not. What was it? I'm not going to remind you that a store called rocketanddoll.com exists, Sarah, because that might not be good for your financial status. Chipped up? Nice. I use nail stickers now because polish always chips so bad. Let the stickers let my nails grow. Tuilla Hurricane. It's how they're hurricane. Probably pronounced down here. Moab so somehow gets an H, so people describe to call it Mohab. Okay. Sarah's comment about being in the 90s. Yep, that's where my brain was bouncing hardcore yesterday and in the 80s. I swear I'm in the middle of a midlife crisis along with other things. Oh, crazy things happen. We're okay. Wouldn't surprise me, Sarah. Me either. We're getting close to the 25-year anniversary of Harry Potter. What? I've been sorted. Never have I been. I've never been sorted. Ugh. Let the Body Hit the Floor is also done either by Rob Zoe. Ooh, really? I had not heard that one. I have Ozfest CD. Wow. Ooh, okay. Don't know who needs to hear that, but drink something. Almost done. And I've got to get through these chats because it's almost time for me to duck, guys. Actually, it's a little past. You're most welcome about the heads up about FB. 100% thank you, because I worry about people. There are a lot of ways you can get a hold of me, Sarah. Email works for some people. You can YouTube comment, whatever. Just let me know. Okay, lunchtime, everyone. Have a great one. Still functioning, right? See you later. Oops, see ya. Bye. Good luck with BB today. I do my own nails. Ooh. I used to, but I'm not talented. I end up with stuff everywhere. I'll have to count the end of that sentence. It's appreciated. Oh, still finishing. And good show. Thank you. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I'm going to run some ads and wrap it up. I don't have all my ads moved over, but I do want to run it.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
And let's see, let's see, who else do we have? Because not all my stuff is ported yet. I'm working on it. Let's run.
Welcome, friends. I'm Bladed Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every other Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
And because of the joy of my man Doom Bunny, all right, folks, I've got to wrap some things up. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And I'll see you guys over on the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 my time, and back here Monday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Till then, toodles.